3 Common Mistakes People Make When Starting an Internet Business. I've run seminars for chambers of commerce participants on the top of building successful web businesses. What follows is a quick distillation of question and answer sessions, focusing on 3 common mistakes people make when starting an online business. Why? Beware. My rule of thumb is that the more images of earnings there are on the sales page, which are easy to fake, the more your scam antennae need to be twitching, and you will need to be on your guard. Their sales copy is very, very tempting. The good thing, by the way, is that you can really learn how to write effective sales copy by examining their sales pages closely. Listen to what Sally Mays said to me. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on courses, coaching, and info products. And, you know what? I got nowhere. I was just becoming a walking repository crammed with information I wasn't using, or which was worthless. I needed to stop buying and start building. Second, take time to identify 1 or 2 forums related to the online business that interests you, and become an active participant. Why would you want to do that? Because you will find people on forums who are really willing to help, who can pass on unbiased advice, and steer you away from making the mistakes that they did. Bill Thorsgood stood up and told an audience of mine the following: I traveled across the country to attend a seminar that promised me the foundations of a successful online business. And you know what? All it was turned out to be a sales pitch for this guy's products. So I complained about this on a forum I was a regular with. An hour or so later, a personal email came from someone who, it turned out, only lived a couple of blocks away. He said he could help. He did. It cost me nothing. And now I work full-time online. Third and lastly, never, ever, think of giving up. The reason for this is that building an online business takes time. It need not take a lot of money, but it can take time, longer than you would prefer, when starting out, before you begin to see the return on your efforts. You will have to put up with close friends, even partners, offering well-meant advice that you give up. You may have to call a halt to a project that means a lot to you and start over because, in your heart of hearts, you know that it isn't viable, and start over. Juliet James is a 60-something grandmom. She's had a life tougher than you or I can ever imagine. She grabbed me as I was leaving to catch a cab. Mr. Gladwin, you talk a lot of college stuff. But I want to give it to you straight. The only sense you talked was when you told us not to give up. I could have given up 40 times. With good reason. But I knew I could do it. And I kept going. Now look at me. Juliet now has a lifestyle to be envious of. She found a niche that was virtually unmined. She's a very, very wealthy lady. There you have it. By avoiding the negative problems that might rob you of success, you assure yourself of a better shot at the positive benefits which may be linked to the 3 common mistakes people make when starting an online business. There has never been a better time to become an online marketeer than now. Believe me, you will succeed. Best to you.